everyone, welcome back to my channel, Just Got Paged. I'm Hayley Paige, and today we are talking about my newest Spring 2019 collection and how I go about building a collection in the first place. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe below so you do not miss a single designer highlight. First, when I think about building a collection, I actually think about gowns individually because there's so much to explore in terms of personality and individuality when it comes to a bride. Then I come back to the idea of harmonizing and what the collection means to me as a whole. This season, we focused on empowerment principles and the values we hold ourselves accountable to that we almost manifest like a superhero skill. What I thought would be really fun is to walk you through kind of the inner workings of a collection from start to finish. And we'll start with my sketching station and some of the media I use this season to help supplement the vibe of the season. So follow me. Okay, so over here I kind of have our sketch station set up. And what's really interesting is at the beginning of a development season, the sketches are actually quite primal. We do a lot of changes and adjustments to them, so they're not the prettiest things by the end of the collection, which is why I kind of go back in and recreate the sketches that are highly detailed. And because this is about the season of empowerment and Girl Empower Hour is so important, we were inspired by the idea of a tarot card deck that kind of works like daily affirmations. And each gown in the collection has its own charm card or tarot card, however you want to say it. So the way this works is you can do it yourself, you can do it once a day, or you can do it with a friend, and they just work like fortunes or affirmations. So you can kind of lay them out here. You flip over 2 or 3, whatever you're feeling for the day. So I got Tallulah and Rad, and these are the principles I'm gonna carry with me throughout the day. So Tallulah means authenticity. Power to your inner pioneer and genuine grounds you will break. Take the time to deeply invest in something that inspires you, even if it's edible glitter or rad slogans of the 80s, and your imagination will reward you. That's 1. And then Rad means enchanting. Go ahead, make my day, because you're alluring, exciting, winsome, a complete delight to the senses. Continue shooting those arrows of charm and watch as life charms you back. That's a good one. So that's kind of how the charm series works for the Oracle collection. And I guess we'll move into the vibe that we set for ad campaigns and lookbooks and how we put on a runway show. So follow me over here. All right, as you can see, my desk has a lot going on right now, but this is perfect because it really explains how much goes into the launch of a collection and all the events that really surround this debut. I'll go ahead and first start with the runway show because it's always the most intense and exciting, and it really is the first official view that everyone gets of the new collection. I always have this nervous energy because it feels like the night before Christmas, but then it also feels like the night before a big test. So it's kind of this weird case of emotions. But immediately after we have our runway show, we go right into sales for 3 days with our stores. And that is super important because we really have to make sure that they are looking at the gowns and understanding what would work well for their customers and their demographic. But the lookbook shoot is really, really vital because we have to show every single detail of the gown and make sure that it's clear and concise and clean. And you know, we still want to have a little bit of the same energy from the season, but it is more important as a selling tool. We also do it for all of their divisions. So we have it for Hayley Paige occasions, bridesmaids, red carpet, we send to stylists, the whole shebang. Then over here we move into an ad campaign, and that really has more of an adherence to fantasy, and we like to kind of play up the theme and really get a bit more moody with it. It's just important that if we're changing up the concept every season, that we're kind of keeping that essence of the Hayley Paige aesthetic very much alive and present in all of these campaigns. It's particularly fun because these images are always used for social media and you just get so much great content out of it. So there's a lot of longevity that goes with it. And of course, while all of this is going on in helping to support the new collection launch, we are already diving in and working on the brand new season. So there's a bit of overlap that happens, but such is life, you know, of a designer. All right, follow me this way. I'm gonna take you to one of my favorite gowns from the new collection, and we're actually working on production for her right now. So it's a very pivotal moment in the whole process of things. This is the Kyllo Gown, and she stands for allegiance. I'll just walk you through some of my favorite elements about this dress. First, I love the power neckline. It's super dramatic and creates that bit of elongation. I also love the sexy back because it's something kind of unexpected for a ball gown. Typically we categorize a ball gown as something floofy and girly, but you can still have that element of allurement with a low back. And I also love playing with color tones. There's such a celebration in skin types and colors, and I love having just different options when it comes to selecting that perfect color for you. So this has an undertone of champagne, which really helps make the floral and ivory embroidery pop, but we also offer it as an ivory option. I also love that she is extremely lightweight. This is something I actually focus on for all ball gowns because you don't want to feel like you're carrying around a lot, and you really do need to be functional on your wedding day. So it's nice to just have that bit of comfort even if it is very, very dramatic. This is one of our signature handkerchief skirts, and I love pairing it with horsehair because it just gives it that added bit of structure, and it's a nice balance when you have something that's very romantic and girly within the embroidery itself. Now, this embroidery is also super spectacular because we developed from scratch. We make all of our own textiles, and I love that it kind of reads like a lace, but it actually is a true embroidery, and it has a nice overlay of sequin embellishment, so you get that hint of shimmer and glimmer, which is great. We are also working on applique placement right now because when it comes to grading for larger sizes, it's important to give a bit of added coverage and have a lot of fabric to work with. Well, that is all we have time for today because I have to get back to production. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough in the development of the Spring 2019 collection. And your quick pro tip is to remember that you can't be everything to everyone, but you can be everything to someone. Don't forget to subscribe below, and we'll see you soon.